It looks like Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy wants to buy more Bitcoin. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions, and a lot of you guys know that I've made numerous videos, right, about MicroStrategy. But I like to talk about the good and the bad. I do often highlight the bad because I do believe personally, and that is my personal opinion, is that MicroStrategy is an overhyped up, overvalued stock. With that being said, it is also my job to talk about what could cause as a positive catalyst, because that's definitely a possibility. And I wanted to share this with you guys. I really hope that you enjoy this video. I hope that I earn your thumbs up. And if you feel like I earned it, maybe you can consider subscribing. So MicroStrategy is set on January 21st, so in 9 days, to vote on 10 billion shares authorized to buy more Bitcoin. And this is what MicroStrategy has been known for, right? So they do a common stock offering or preferred stock offering, and this time the proposed amendment would increase Class A common stock from 330 million to 10.3 billion shares, making a strategic move to strengthen its Bitcoin holdings. So for those that do not know, this isn't often done, and a lot of people are very, concerned about this approach, because Michael Saylor is being very aggressive with the way that he continues to offer their common stock, borrow against those shares at 0% interest, and then use that money to buy more Bitcoin. But again, as long as Bitcoin is bullish, it has supposedly paid off. And it truly has. Like, we have to highlight that. They have made billions of dollars according to their current average purchase price of $62,000 per Bitcoin and its current price of $95,000 per Bitcoin. So they're up about 55%. And you guys can look this up. That's how much they're up, 55%. You would think that they're up a lot more because of, this super innovative approach that they're taking. But if you actually just look at the numbers from when they started to do this, he actually would be up more money if all he did was invest in the S&P 500. But again, I digress with that, right? As of right now, what they're looking for is they want to vote on January 21st to see if they will authorize this 10 billion share offer. So this implementation would align with MicroStrategy's 21-21 plan launched in October 2024, designed to facilitate a broader capital market activity. So pretty much they want to offer more shares to borrow against their investors at 0% interest to buy more Bitcoin. This sounds good, right? Sure. It's good for MicroStrategy as long as Bitcoin continues to go up and as long as it gets approved. And this is why I'm so willing to share this. MicroStrategy at its core is actually a software company, but the software company side hasn't actually grown. It gained a lot of traction. And for those that do not know, this is MicroStrategy. On the day chart, you can see that it's gone from the lows of $18 to the highs of $548 at the overall highs. It's down about 40%. Let me go ahead and use my little trend line tool very quickly. So from overall highs of 548 to its current price level, it's down about 40%. So, it's down a significant amount. It has lost a lot of its hype, but that's also because Bitcoin is losing a lot of its hype as well. And that's no surprise, right? There's a lot of uncertainty of what's going on right now with the DOJ, the possible liquidation of the Silk Road of the $6.5 billion, and even BlackRock's ETF, IBIT, and all these outflows that we've been seeing in the past 10 to 11 days. Some of the biggest outflows of that Bitcoin ETF ever, right? We're seeing hundreds of millions of dollars being removed out of that ETF, being removed out of Bitcoin. So it does bring the uncertainty. So the thing that I want to share with you is this could be good news. This could be a positive catalyst if it does get approved for MicroStrategy. And this is why I'm talking about it, because if it is, I want you guys to be aware of it. Because like this is what I want to show you. You guys know that I've been bearish on MicroStrategy. I close out my short every single day. I don't like to carry these shorts because I understand MicroStrategy is a pump and dump, in my opinion. It's an incredibly risky stock, and I don't like to carry my short. I left myself with my one lucky share. I carry no open position on MicroStrategy. So if it goes up and it starts pumping, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't negatively affect me. If anything, it excites me. Maybe I can go long on it for the day, but also the more that it pumps up based off of its history, it just presents another opportunity for me to short it at overbought levels. So you have to think, I'm super chill about the way that MicroStrategy moves. I understand the low points, the support levels, the resistance levels. I want it to do its thing. Bitcoin is still holding above 90,000. There is no breakup pattern. There is no crash confirmed. So therefore, I know a lot of volatility and a lot of consolidation can still present itself. But Again, it's important to know different news, things like this, because if it does get approved on January 21st, it could act as a positive catalyst for MicroStrategy, causing the price to go up, allowing MicroStrategy to borrow against their investors at 0% interest, and then be able to use those funds to buy more Bitcoin. Therefore, if they do use those funds to buy more Bitcoin, then maybe they can drive the price up on Bitcoin. And if that's the case, then MicroStrategy's price will then also go up, right? Again, continuing their cycle of liquidating shares, borrowing against their investors, investing in Bitcoin, and making more money off of that. That's where they call it the Ponzi scheme, right? Because it's at this never-ending cycle. But what if it doesn't get approved? That's also why I'm making this video. Because if it doesn't get approved, then does that mean that its investors are losing confidence in Michael Saylor? I'm sure a lot of you guys have already noticed. We pointed it out in our video yesterday. It's not an opinion, it's a fact. MicroStrategy has reduce the dollar amount that it's purchased in Bitcoin in its last 4 purchases. It went from purchasing 2.1 billion in early December to then 1 billion in mid-December to now in January 6th, it purchased 100 million. So again, why is it purchasing less? Well, it's purchasing less because it has less money to borrow against. This is why it needs to raise capital, right? This is why they need to borrow against their investors. And again, this rally can continue. You guys know that I like talking my crap on MicroStrategy, but I like to respect any pump and dump in the way that it can move. And it doesn't need to make sense fundamentally. It just needs to make sense technically. And technically, if there's a positive catalyst that, can act as a factor to cause this price to go up, you have to be aware of it. There's 2 sides to every opportunity, and it would be naive. I don't care how bearish I am on MicroStrategy. In my opinion, I always need to be aware of both sides. MicroStrategy still can continue to thrive under bullish Bitcoin conditions. And the sell-off and the crash is not confirmed. So we need to be self-aware. It's still holding above 90,000. As of right now, it's holding above 95,000, which is a great kind of recovery, but we have a slight resistance right around 96,000, and we'll see how the market opens tomorrow. I'm super excited to see, hey, if Bitcoin does begin to recover, let's let it rip up to 100, 102,000, just like it did last time, because when it rips up there, based off of history, it tends to correct itself. And then we can make money shorting MSTR just like we did last time, right? It pumped and then we caught the dump, right? You guys saw me short it live within my LPP live trading session. I wouldn't even mind going long as price action supports it. My biggest thing is I just want it to make sense. And that's, if you guys have watched my content before, that's exactly how I approach my trading. I just want price action and direction to make sense. If that means that I have to go long on MSTR because that's where direction is taking me, then I'll do it, right? And if all of a sudden it becomes overbought and it's beginning to show signs of a reversal, then I would love to short it in front of you guys as well. So again, if you ever want to tune on into my live trading sessions, you don't have to, but if you feel like you want to because you want to see me enter and exit every trade within those live sessions, it's the second link in the description down below. We're running a huge sale right now. It's a one-time payment, lifetime access. And again, you get to see all of my good trades, all of my bad trades. It's just the raw live session every single day right at market open. So I appreciate your time. Hope that earned a thumbs up. Excited to follow up. And you guys let me know down in the comment section, what do you think is going to happen on January 21st? Is it going to get approved? Is it going to get denied? And if it does get denied, how will MSTR react? Super excited to follow up. Take care, team.